Hey guys, welcome back. We are getting ready to play as the robot in Dicey Dungeons today. We're gonna try and win because I know I lost in the last one on the first episode for the thief, so that does not it's not a good sign of what's to come. But yeah, we're gonna go for it. I never
Oh,
promised I would be
no,
good at this game.
no.
Hey, do you all remember the robot?
Ah,
Let's get hyped for
stickily.
its inevitable failure. Come on, can you hype me up one time? Okay, so what's going on with the robot? Let's go and fight this wolf puppy here so we can get to the item before. All right, essentially. I would say that the robot's probably my personal favorite character that I played. It's got this high stakes betting gambling kind of element to it that I enjoy. So you got the target here, 9 little ticks. This is jackpot guaranteed. So jackpot is landing directly on 9, and as you can see, you press that button, it rolls a random number for you. If you go above 9, it like busts and your turn's over. Um, and if you land right on 9, you get the jackpot, and that gives you like a choice of various like kind of rewards essentially. As you can see, we got a 6. That's not a very good roll early in this character's kind of lifespan because your only real option is to sink it into pea shooter, 2 damage, even waste 1. Back-to-back 6s. High numbers is risky as this guy. I'll definitely give you that. We'll see what this guy's able to do to us. A lot of damage. About 8 damage. Okay. Um, kind of a hard character, like early in the game. So basically, you're gonna want to go 5 here. So um, I think you just auto roll this one, and then go for the um, yeah, just go for the kill. I don't want to take any more damage before we have to fight this next guy. We get to level up. And yeah, so that's basically what's going on here. We'll at least have another item. I think that could be good there. Um, just for a little bit more dice control. In case we get a 6, we can put it into the straight damage instead of just doing 2. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Speaking of exactly that, go ahead and get that extra, or just that 5 damage, and then bust. So yeah, it's fun. It's a little frustrating when you bust and don't get to like use your turn, but yeah, that's basically what's going on. I am just getting off of I've been talking a lot recently, not because I've been recording videos, but because I have one of my friends came over earlier. I think I'm gonna roll again before I go for that. I don't want that either. Okay, we'll go for that damage. Well, I think the max damage would be to go into here. Maybe, I don't know. And then probably bust there. It doesn't matter. There's no negative to busting like at the end of the turn. Yeah, so whenever one of my friends comes over, basically all we do is sit back and riff just horrible movies. So we've been talking for hours on hours, and also just watching some of the most mind-melting 333, excuse me? The most just mind-numbing, mind-melting content there is out there, essentially. 4 damage, just straight for the kill. And yeah, so that's it. So some of the movies that I was lucky enough to watch last night, probably a lot of what we do, it's either kids movies or horror movies, because those are often, when they're bad, the easiest to make fun of. If you get like kind of like a drama movie that is not good, it's not that easy to kind of riff off of because it's taking itself too seriously. But yeah, probably my favorite that was the most fun to watch, not because it's good, but just because it was hilariously bad. We could rip or bust here, but probably not. All right, well, yep. So I hate myself. Was this movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space? It came out in like in 1988, and it's exactly what you think it is. It is about a killer clown. No, many killer clowns, because the name is plural. It's just gonna go for straight damage here. That's unfortunately a 1. Go ahead and sink that. Basically, I made a pretty big mistake on the last turn. What you want to do is always, if you can, use the dice before you roll again. That's kind of my experience with this character. Yeah, so basically this asteroid lands in this small town in the 1980s, and at the very beginning of the movie, this like old man walks up to the tent with his dog, and or the asteroid lands and it turns into this giant tent in the middle of the forest, and this guy walks up to the tent with his dog, and ooh, we actually randomly got one of those. That does not happen to me very often. One more roll is not going to be very useful. I think just thinking about future here. Regenerate 3. Let's go and regenerate 3. This doesn't really wait. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can kind of finesse this into being a little bit better. But yeah, and so this old man and his dog walk up to the tent, and the dog, like, a hole opens up and the dog gets grabbed by a giant net. It's a very, very zany experience. And the dog gets pulled in, and then the old man starts punching the tent, and he gets turned into like a cotton candy cocoon, which is what they do. They just go around turning people into cotton candy cocoons, and it is absolutely wild. What do I want to do here? I think for now I'm gonna sink this, get some free damage. Calculate. Perfect. Nice. Here, let's go ahead and hit hard. Honestly, I don't want to take that damage because we'll have probably enough to kill him on the next turn anyways. The movie is absolutely nuts. We also watched another one called I want to say Haunting on Fraternity Row, which is, I'm pretty sure this movie is making fun of itself. I'm gonna just take this damage just to guarantee I can kill this guy. But it's like a found footage horror movie of this group of like frat guys trying to, they're getting ready to throw a big old party, and they find this hole in their basement. This, like, I think you might have heard of Killer Clowns from Outer Space because it's kind of like an infamously bad movie. But Haunting on Fraternity Row came out like 2 years ago. I had never heard of it in my life. Do 1 damage, get a new dice, value +1. Huh. That sounds good. I've never even noticed this music in here before. It's a little scary. Roll any 4 dice to activate. Do blank damage with a random status. So Short Circuit seems to be one that's kind of tailored towards the robot. Do 1 damage, get a new dice. I think I'll go here. It gives us another place to potentially put a 6. Then again, we aren't rolling 4 dice that often. Let's go ahead and go with it. It's at least a gimmick that lines up with what's going on with the character that we're playing here. You know, we'll go ahead and fight this guy, so in case we are, again, feeling a little nervous, we can bounce before we have to fight that guy. Okay. So it is going to... I don't know if this is going to pop that often, because rolling 4 dice is a little uncommon, especially because I've been getting kind of... I don't know if unlucky or lucky is the right word, but we've been getting a lot of dice, essentially. There's no reason to really mess around here. Yep. Hopefully this ends up working out more than I think it's going to. Yeah, but then the guys are, they're throwing this party, and they find out that their house was, like, the people who owned it before them, it was like a guy who was running this cult. Short Circuit is just not for me. I'm gonna just go ahead and go for the max damage there. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. I am okay with this. Let's go ahead and do the lucky shot, get some more damage in there, hopefully be able to kill this guy the next turn. And yeah, this guy was running this cult before they moved in, and he murdered everybody, I think. And then for some reason they turn, like, their ghosts turn into these creatures that can only attack people in the dark. I think that's what was going on. It was terrible. Really just not a great time. Come on, roll a 1. You know you want to roll a 1. Okay. But then again, it was fun to make fun of at the very least. We watched 2 of the Madagascar movies, Madagascar 2 and Madagascar 3. I honestly fell asleep through most of the second one, but I saw a lot of the third one. And I don't know. I know some people like the Madagascar movies, but it's never really been my cup of tea. I think the first one's pretty good. Buster Sword, do blank damage, immune to errors. That seems dope. That seems really dope. We will go ahead and kill this guy now that we... Well, probably a little risky, but... And I probably should have gotten the chest before, at least, but whatever. So if I use this, does that mean for the turn we're immune to... I'm doing this just to figure out how it works, because honestly, I don't know. Go ahead and throw that in there. Go ahead and throw it... I mean, it's whatever. I did not learn anything about Buster Sword that turn, unless that's how it works. Worked out with Short Circuit. Go ahead and Lucky Shot this guy. Did a decent amount of damage there. Cursed one of his die. So that means this might not work. Alright, well, worth a shot. 2 of our die are frozen now. Which means they're going to start as 1s. Which actually is not bad as this character, because we at least got Short Circuit going. What does this mean? I do want to put up a high number in it. At least get that damage. We'll sink both of these in here. I don't... Immune to errors. I might be confused about what that means. Does errors mean the curse? Or... No, it says immune to busting. Immune to errors. And we'll figure it out eventually. Sorry if I'm completely, like, overlooking what exactly the value is for that die. Go ahead and get the... Yeah, go ahead and kill him. Alright. Moving on. Yeah, they weren't bad. The villain in Madagascar 3 was a little strange. It's always like... It's a little weird. Do 1 damage, add 1 each roll. That seems pretty good when we roll low. Honestly, this character, like right now, we want to be frozen. I think we'll save this for now. Yeah, the villain was like this animal control lady who wanted to cut off the main character's head, which is a little extreme for a kids movie, but I was dialed in the whole time. This music seems like it ain't right. Okay. That was bold. That was very bold. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do until I knew exactly what we were rolling here. All right. I'll go ahead. Let's go for straight damage. Here, go for 5 damage. This is also good. I mean, it doesn't really matter where I put that. Random status effect, and then that was a really good turn. Got pretty much lucky just because of the jackpot, but really it worked out in our favor. The shock ended up helping us a decent amount, and we're gonna have 1 burn die. Did we just roll 3 ones for no reason? That was sweet. We can kill this guy in this turn, and by doing that, see, okay. Here, okay, yeah, I just didn't really count it out. Alright, moving on. I really like playing as the robot. There's a lot of interesting things that can go on. Might as well get the 6 HP. Let's see what's in here, if it adds anything. Use an additional jackpot ability. Okay. Use an additional jackpot ability. Honestly, we haven't been using Nudge that much. Occasionally, well, I mean, because now we have places to put the 6. So we'll go ahead and replace Nudge with this. Yeah, one thing I noticed with the Madagascar movies, the penguins really carry that. I think in the first one you might say that the lemur guy, he carried it, but towards the later movies, and like I said, I did not watch most of the second movie, but at least the third movie, the lemur guy had his whole own plot. I love it when we roll ones like that right off the rip. That is incredible. So this is good. Well, I guess we have a guaranteed jackpot here if we want it. So, okay, this will be good. Additional jackpot ability. Auto roll. That gave us a 2 to throw in this. And then here, I think we're gonna just want to go straight. Okay, it doesn't let us do the same one twice, which is a little unfortunate. Might as well do 1 more roll. I don't know if that's really gonna work out. Oh yeah, I guess it did. It's pretty good. Buster Sword doesn't really matter right now. And go ahead and sink some more damage into that tick counter. Alright. What else did we watch? Escape Room. Probably the highest quality movie we watched throughout the day. I didn't watch all of it. I watched probably about half of this one. But I was just super tired for some reason. It was very late at night, and we had been like busy that day. But yeah, Escape Room, it's a recent horror movie that came out. And what do I want to do here? I don't think we can't really bank on getting jackpot this one, so I'm not going to focus on that too much. I'm going to go straight for 4 damage. Okay, I would really like an even number, but for now, might as well be immune to errors. What does that mean then? Because I errored there. Okay, wait. I think I know what that means. We'll see on the next turn. I think it means that if I do error, but I haven't used Buster Sword, we'll still be able to use it. I think that, okay, I think I even remember that item existing. Just slipped my mind. So, calculate. You can do 2, unless you get a 6 on the first one, then you wanna back off a little bit. 5 damage, pretty good. And oh wait, we can just kill. Nice. Yeah, Escape Room, essentially, it's the gimmick is like these people get called to an escape room. It's a lot like Saw. They get called to an escape room, and the guy's like, "Hey, I'll give you a bunch of money if you make it through." Nobody's ever done it before, and they find out. Do damage at a random. Oh, it just takes off the part that makes it short circuit. That seems good. 4 damage, whatever. Makes it so you can use 6s. Doesn't really matter for us right now. Use all. We don't get jackpot that much. That seems pretty good too. I think. I think I like this one maybe. No, you okay? I think this will make it so we're a little bit insulated from like going over too much, because then we'll have some damage. I think +2 is pretty good. I think there were a lot of good options right there. It was kind of hard for me to choose. Maybe we can buy another upgrade here. That happens maybe sometimes. Nah, I kind of like what we got going on. Key Master. All right, but yeah. So I think the few like escape rooms that I actually saw were a little were creative, and it had like the stereotypical kind of group going, like the cool guy, the pessimist, I don't know. Something about it worked for me. I actually zoned out there and just kept on clicking. It worked out. I think 5 damage here. 4 with the random status effect. We'll go just 3 damage, and then throw this in here just in case. Probably not gonna happen. We busted, but as you can see, yeah, we do still have Buster Sword, so that's what it is. Okay, that makes sense. That's my bad for totally overlooking that for the past like 4 fights. Okay. This guy chains a little bit. It's a little scary. All right. We do have limit break. Just gonna calculate. A little risky there, but I think 5 damage is pretty good here. I don't really. I think even if like this is always going to be the best that we're going to get, basically. I guess using it here would have. Okay, I don't know if that was the right play, but yeah, we could have killed him there. That's my bad, but whatever. He won't survive this next turn. It'd be pretty wild if he changed so many times that he murdered me. But he's getting a little unlucky with those rolls, I think. Here we go. 4. Go ahead and kill him. Alright, I think we got a good thing going here. And yeah, so I think even when it came out, Escape Room was kind of, people were like, man, that's not that bad. But probably the most frustrating movie to watch of all of them was, and it might sound like we watched like 100 movies. We kind of did, but what we do is like, we basically never watch a movie from the beginning, and we never like finish it a lot of the time, like, or at least we never do both. We just will like bounce from movie to movie on HBO. So we didn't watch like any of these movies like all the way through. So reviewing them is probably a little disingenuous and unfair to the people who created the movies, but you know, it's whatever. And yeah, the most frustrating movie to watch was, by far, was Would You Rather. It's this one we actually did watch all the way through because it was on Netflix. And what do I want to do here? Okay, we can't bust on this one, so might as well. I kind of... Let's roll one more try. No, okay, that would have been wasting a lot of dice if we did that. Maybe just in case here. That was just excellent timing for me. And I'll do this. I'll do this and then lucky shot and regenerate. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, so basically similar to the escape room game, but it is, the gimmick is rich man tells people to come over and he's like, hey, if you win this game, you get a bunch of money. Or like this one's more than money because the main character has a motivation, like where her brother needs a medical procedure done, but it's like hard to get. So that's kind of her motivation aside from just money. It's also an expensive procedure, so she gets the money too. But this movie was horrible. It was really bad, and like there was like one good guy, and it's not even the main character because the main character ends up doing an unforgivable act in my eyes at the end. But there's like the one cool. I was not paying attention though. There's the cool like. I feel like in a lot of these movies, there's the cool, good-looking guy who knows like so much about everything for some reason. Like every time somebody's about to do one, like basically, yeah, the main guy's gonna give all the contestants a would you rather question that involves a lot of pain and torture, and they have to choose which one they do and then also do it. And so the good-looking, handsome, smart guy like always knew, like, he would give them tips about how to make the thing less painful. He just knew a lot, and he like was always willing to like sacrifice himself. And then, yeah, at the end, there's just a really unsatisfying ending. Okay, click off the video if you're afraid of spoilers. But essentially, the main girl, who was being nice to this guy the whole time, ends up murdering the dude so she can get the money for her brother, which you would think like, okay, that's like understandable, but it's not at all what her character is shown to do throughout the movie. Like both of them are working together the whole time. They're like we're kind of over what's going on. We want to get out of here. But then at the very end, she's like, later, dude, like just out of nowhere, and it's really frustrating. There's also just this with this movie. If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is pretty lucky here because we are a little low on health. There's this one character who appears at the beginning of the movie, and then throughout the movie, he gets like random scenes cut throughout the film where he just like appears, like he's just driving in a car or he's just like walking on the street, and like he's working his way to get to the house where all the things are happening. So I guess he like it shows it as if he wants to like save the day and like stop the really rich guy from torturing all these people, which is a noble act. And I'm thinking maybe we should have gone for short circuit, just based off the luck I get. I think I'm gonna auto roll heal because I really want the HP. I guess if you auto roll, you don't get. Oh wait, no, I probably should have done that first. That was a slip up. And here we'll just go put that in there. I think we can get rid of pea shooter now that I'm thinking about it hard. Yeah, so this guy, whole movie is building up to him getting here and making a change, and he finally gets there and instantly gets shot in the face. Like, literally contributes absolutely nothing to the plot of the film. It was unreal how unsatisfying the dude's arc was. Character has one dodge. I'm just going to throw this in here, because dodging the 2 damage really means nothing to me. This is nerve-wracking. I'm going to keep this 6 on me just in case we bust, so we can use it on the Buster Sword. I think 4 damage here, not bad. 1 damage random, yeah, 1 damage random satisfaction. And we did bust, so go ahead. Could use that 6, but you know, who cares? It's a little risky, but I think I'm very happy. Wow, I don't want her to recover health. Is essentially the thing. Take less damage from every attack this turn. Jeez. 1's pretty good. 5 less good, but whatever. Okay, we're slowly opening this thing up. Here, you don't get better than 5 damage basically. That's kind of where I look at that. Okay, this is too many ones. This is way too many ones. Go ahead and we'll do 1 damage just to get another effect. I want to risk it, but I can't. 6 damage is really good. And, I mean, 4 damage for whatever she's got going on. We'll sink this here. And awesome. Perfect. I keep forgetting that I didn't. I mean, I still think I would have gone heal, but I wish I would have done the payout there. And then 5 damage. Cool. All 4s. Wow. Probably gonna get some HP back here. It's not that big of a deal. Can handle it. There's a lot to follow with this character that we're fighting. Yeah. Alright, we should be back after that. I just had somebody knock on my door, and I had to talk to them. Here we go. 3 dice, 1 dice, just keep rolling. Keeping the 6 for now, I think, is a good idea. Okay. We don't have an even one. Let's go for that. And I don't really like what we got going on here. Throw the 1 in. Okay, that was pretty good. I think actually what I'm going to do here is just go for the 6 in a random, and then whatever we get on this one is what we'll use here. It's still going to be pretty good. We did lock one of his eye. Man, she has that, like, defense thing a lot on her turns. So, makes it really tough to do damage. This is a hard character. She has more HP than some of the bosses I've seen, I think. That could be incorrect, but still, it's a lot. It's a very busy character. I think when you have 13 as your target now, because it raises every time you level up, I think, you can always just go for those first 2. To give you a little bit of an idea of what you want to, like, go for here. I think I'll go... This is tough. 4 straight damage is pretty good. Leave this here. I'll sink 1 in here. Yeah, that's probably going to happen, but I think we kill her anyways. Nice. Jeez. Topaz, Jasper, Bloodstone, Amethyst. Amethyst. That means nothing to me. Leave me alone. Character was a bully. We're a little low, but we still should be able to fight this guy. I should have got him first now that I think about it, because that was just in the middle of nowhere, and we could have got that apple. But Yeti is weak to fire. That means nothing to me. We have no fire items. Well, I guess if we get short circuit, there's a chance it could have fire. Maybe? I don't think that's how it works, actually. Alright, got an idea of what we have here. I think 3. I think I am going to just go for the 4 free damage. And then here, and then whatever we get, we'll throw into Buster Sword. Nice. 8. Pretty good. That was a nice solid first turn. Yeah, so Truth or Dare gets a huge thumbs down. I mean, it does have an unsatisfying ending. I think, like, to an extent, if it has, like, what people are, like, going for, this is a really good character for us to fight, because the low dice at the beginning is actually not that bad. 5 free damage. Yeah, you know, I'll sink these in here, too. Just 2 free damage. Because I think, like, it's pretty good. I didn't bank it. I think going straight for the kill here is perfect. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the like it's like Final Destination or Saw. Like you come kind of for the interesting, like almost like absurd, yeah, literally absurd deaths. I think we can replace Pea Shooter with whatever this was. Reduce CPU counter by blank. So we can, like, it's like a cooldown. Okay, I think I like that. That could end up being pretty good, actually. That does not matter. It should let us upgrade something. Nope, that's not what it does. Don't care. And moving on. Yeah, but, like, you come for, like, the absurd, like, unbelievable deaths. And, I mean, not deaths, but, like, weird torture stuff. And it has that. The, I think, like, a while back, the, it is on Netflix, and I think, like, a while back, the thumbnail for it, I'm not reading what you had to say, was a person with a razor blade to their eyeball. And yes, that happens. And, it's hard, like, essentially, like, you can't show that on a movie, so you really just gotta make it seem grisly, is the thing, like, so, but, you know, they did a good job. I found it disgusting. Borderline, just unbelievable. I think we can, yeah, you know, that's fine. I mean, we still got Buster Sword. I think, yeah, that's gonna work really well with Short Circuit for what we got going on right now. We'll go ahead and go Mechanical Arm. I kind of just want to go even just in case. Alright, we actually were able to use everything, and then we even got a high thing for the Buster Sword. That's nice. Yeah, we also did watch a Final Destination movie. Like the last, like, 40 minutes of it, probably, and it was, like, the 5th one. And those movies just aren't for me. Not because they gross me out, just because they're too absurd. Like, I don't, and I think that's what they're going for. They're leaning into it, but I don't know if I really care for that enough to expend anything right now. We'll lower it a little bit, get some more. Go ahead and sink that in there, and we don't have an even. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we might auto roll in the next turn. Get some more HP back. Whip, whip, whip. This is just a straight damage character. Oh, nice. The curse ended up working for us. Let's go calculate, calculate, calculate. And 4 damage. We're gonna go for fixed payout. I don't know. Reduce it by 1. Oh, it has to be even. And that wasn't bad. I don't know. We'll go for 6 damage. 1 damage here. And I think we're gonna auto roll just to guarantee we get this. Go for HP and Lucky Shot. I actually didn't even realize he was that low. But yeah, at least we got some HP back. I think that's pretty good. You go ahead and move on here. We've got a wild throw on the next level up, so we're gonna want to go from the healing items to healing items if we can. Which means I guess either this is our next healing item either way. We'll go through her because I think the upgrade could be good. I remember her being hard, I think, so I'm a little nervous, but we'll try to hopefully get some jackpots here. Could help us out. This is always going to be best as a 5. We'll reduce it by 2. Get a 4. I'm kind of cocky. I want to roll again, but we'll sink it into 4 damage. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. And go ahead for some hits. We're definitely chaining into some better stuff here than we were as the thief. I don't think I should have lost that thief run. I think a lot of it was me not paying attention, talking a little too much. I'm trying to balance it a little bit more, even though I've covered like 10 movies in the past like 20 minutes. But, you know, it happens. I'm upset about that. Okay. You know what? That makes it up. I kind of just... I always forget I didn't do fixed payout. Okay, 5 damage is good. I would have wanted the health, but it's cool. Change the weather. Recover 3 health. Oh my gosh. They have just some insanely good enemy designs here. Like, each character is just like, you never know what you're fighting. It is extremely varied and makes it almost impossible for me to ever know what's going on. One thing I'm noticing here is that we are really relying on the evens. I think reducing the counter here is good. 4 damage into random status effect, or 6 damage. I think here we'll go for this. And we did bust, but we should kill him. All right, wasn't that bad. We didn't even lose that much HP, I don't think. Let's see, what can we upgrade here? I mean, anything, but what do we want to do? So no matter what number we put in, as long as it's even, it's a 7. Sounds incredibly good. I think that's what I want, because even like that effectively helps out with short circuit a lot because we can lower it. Yeah, let's go heatsink plus. That seems really good to me. And then we'll get another item. Increase jackpot range this turn. It gives us a use for odd. I think that is good now that I think about it. How about that instead of Plasma Blaster? It gives us consistent damage, but if we can increase the range and lower it each time, we're probably going to be getting short circuit a lot more, getting a lot more rolls for Mechanical Arm. Gives us a use for odds. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I think losing one of our like primary damage dealers is potentially dangerous, but you know, we'll see. We'll go through this guy next. Get to this apple before we fight that last guy. Strong against poison. That doesn't really matter unless we randomize it with short circuit. Okay, roll, roll. Here, let's go. I think my items moved around a little bit, which is unfortunate, but just lower it off the rip. Keep rolling. We can only use it once, obviously, but it's still pretty good. 6. Increase the... Okay, we need odd to increase the jackpot range. I think 5 damage. I guess maybe use an additional jackpot ability. Probably won't get it, but, you know, we're gonna have to roll over it anyways. Increase the jackpot range. And, okay, we get 4. Yeah, it was worth a shot. And, okay, so it's 12 to 13. That's what it does. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, this is a strongly poison build character, which we just don't want him to chain out of control, as he's kind of doing right now. We did weaken that one a little bit. We're going to want to kill this guy fast, obviously. So, calculate. I think we can get away with decreasing. Go ahead and calculate again. We'll increase the... I think I'm going to auto roll on this one, so it doesn't really matter to increase the range. I think the 4 here, we'll want to do this because we're going to go for it anyways. That was a little bold, but you know. So I guess, yeah, I think this is gonna be the best we're gonna get. And then auto roll into some extra damage and health. And he should be dead on this next turn after I click enter. I think that's all the movies we watched. We've also, basically, the new thing we've been doing. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice this. And this gives me a chance to explain it, because if you saw those pictures and thought that we were doing them unironically, then 1, you don't know me, and 2, you probably think we're the weirdest people of all time. But our new thing, essentially, we did start this like casual podcast. We started it 2 years ago, talked about it a lot, but we are back with it. So now we realized that like a lot of the people who are going to be watching it are people we know, so we've been doing these absurd photo shoots to kind of promote them online. And so first one you see that we posted, we were on just taking dumb pictures on a car because we think that was like a funny kind of gimmick. I want to fight him just so we can level up. And the new one, we took pictures outside of this this brand new bank, brand new by like a couple of years. This bank like near my house, and we were saying it like taking the pictures as if the bank was our headquarters. And we personally were cracking up by a lot of the pictures we got. Might not be as funny for other people to see it, but you know, that honestly doesn't matter to me because the pictures were gold. Not going to get better than 8 damage. It just does not. I think this is probably a safer bet. And then yeah, we busted it, so whatever. Yeah, so those pictures were pretty good. That's like a lot of what we've been doing. We went to the pool with my at my like stepsister's her house. Hung out there for a while. And geez, I just kept clicking because the numbers were not getting any higher. And let's go ahead and I'm going to decrease it because we can end up getting a huge mechanical arm hit if we continue to get lucky, which we are. This thing is going to absolutely slap. I think just increasing the range and the ability. Wow. Just wow. So, lucky shot, regenerate, 6 damage, even hit. That was a incredible turn. Yep, so that's pretty much all we've been up to recently. All I've been up to recently. Hey, don't kill me, man. Okay, you can't. Yeah, I'm good. Just want to finish this guy off as soon as possible. And we can do that here. Cool. Alright, that was a good turn. Or a good fight, really. I think we do have some good stuff chaining. I think it was probably the right decision to get rid of that other item. See if we can buy anything interesting here before we go down. Restoring HP doesn't really matter. Buying dice. I really think that this is going to be our best shot at the boss here. Oh man, at least we made it to the boss on this one. I've never seen this guy before. He looks awesome. Probably hard. Dragons are hard. Buster. Alright. Honestly, thought my game crashed. What do we got going here? I was asleep, but I can be awake. Hello, hello, I'm awake. Let's fight. Alright, it's strong against fire. Luckily, that does not have anything to do with our run. Okay, we're going to want a big first turn. That's just factual. The low rolls are just unstoppable. That was delightful. Heat sink, we're going to lower it. I'm going to just absolutely slam this dude with mechanical arm off the rip here. Increase this, sure. I think we got another good roll on us potentially. Just absolutely perfect. Lucky shot. Regenerate doesn't even matter. This also doesn't matter, I don't think. But yeah, we just have too many dice to count. We could have gotten a 6 there, so I guess it was worth doing. Here, 12 damage is so good for... Yeah, this is a really, really good run. We didn't even have to use auto roll yet. I mean, I think it's because we got all of our like high rolls at the beginning of the run for whatever reason, because now we're just getting like back-to-back 1s and 2s at the very beginning. Alright, they called my bluff. So should I do 6 into... Okay, so this... You know, I'll go ahead and do this. I think that's a fairly good play. 4... I think reduce the counter. Get some more rolls in. Okay. Got jackpot again. That, like, expanding the jackpot range is way better than I thought it was. I wish we would have done this beforehand, but it's not that big of a deal. I think lucky shot. I think we just go for damage. Hit pretty hard here. Go ahead and do that. And I am just going to take the 2 damages for that extra hit. Yeah, this guy is in a really tough spot. I don't even know if we'll need auto roll. Might do it for some flair at the end here. Yeah, what time is it? Is this video going to be up on time? Eh, maybe. We'll see. He did light a lot of my dice on fire, which I'm not happy about. Okay. So... I do want to just kill him on this turn. Let's go... I'll go fixed payout. Auto roll. HP's not going to matter, so lucky shot, 1 more roll. Got a 6. So, yeah, here. And then even. That was a very, very good run. I'm pretty happy with what happened there. You guys are actually going to get to see what happens at the end of a run again, because I did lose last episode. We are just loving having you here, although, of course, that what you really want is to get your prize and get out. So let's spin the wheel. Who would have thought? The skull. Alright. Sorry if I sound tired. It's because I am. I woke up like an hour ago. Less than that, actually. Whenever this run began. Alright, episode complete. I have done it before, but I am just trying to run back through so you guys can see what's going on. Alright, thank you guys for coming. So we have, or go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, check out the podcast. Also, tonight or tomorrow, we are going to be playing the first of the Wingin It series. So keep your eye out for that. I'm going to try to do it today because I really have no plans. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you later.